go, let's go, let's go. Hell, dance, dance. Dance, dance. Dance, dance. Woo! Welcome to the show. Welcome to Corey's Stories. I'm glad you guys are here. Come on in and sit down and relax. Don't sit down yet. Get back up one more time. Dance, dance. Woo! All right. We're done. Sit down, and relax. If you just joined in right now, I put the Zoom link up in the original post, so you can see. If you go to the top of the post, just look in there and you'll see the Zoom link. So when I ask for people to add themselves to Zoom so I can ask you some questions, the Zoom link will be up there. All right. Today's college. Remember, I told you I always wear a different college sweatshirt during these shows. You know why? Because I performed at a lot of colleges all over the country. Okay. And all these colleges have been really nice to me, really cool colleges. Look at this one. This is Concord University, which is in West Virginia. All right. Do you know the abbreviation for West Virginia? I gave it to you before. Do you know the abbreviation? Like Massachusetts is MA. New York is NY. Idaho is ID. West Virginia is right. WV. Pretty cool. So I've been to West Virginia quite a few times performing at different colleges there. I think Friday I actually wore a West Virginia shirt from a different college. I think that was Liberty College, West Liberty College that I was at. But this one's Concord University. So maybe your parents have went there. Maybe your uncle, your grandmother, your grandfather. Maybe somebody in your family has went there. Maybe nobody in your family has went there. Maybe you just like the name Concord University. Maybe you'll go there one day. It's an awesome school. That's all I can tell you about the school. Everything else, you can Google it and look it up. Until they start sponsoring me, that's what I'm going to tell you about the school. All right. You guys ready for your secret? You know, I like to start the show off with the secret. I don't like to move on. I don't like to get into too much fun stuff before I get the secret out the way, because the secrets are important. You want to hear your secret? Yes? All right. Here's your secret for today. Come in close. Come in close. Ah! No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm sorry. Come in close. Come on. Let me give you guys your secret. Come in close. All right. Your secret for today is, this is actually a really fun one. It's a pretty cool secret. A really fun secret, right? Today's secret is, did you know that if you juggle, like throw things in the air and catch them, like 3 things, and you have to catch them and watch them, it makes you smarter. Juggling makes you smarter. How cool is that? It makes faster neural connections in your brain, so you're able to make decisions faster, and your hand-eye coordination gets better and better as you're throwing those things up in the air. So then if you're going to hit a baseball or a softball or volleyball or any kind of ball that you're going to play with, sport-wise, it is awesome, okay? That's what juggling will do for you. It will do that for you. If you're playing soccer, you're going to kick the ball. If you're any hand-eye coordination thing that you have to do, okay? Maybe you're going to be an architect. And you're like, I want to build a house with just hammer and nails. I don't want to use a nail gun. I want to just go with a hammer. Your precision will be unbelievable because you were a really good juggler. Keep that in mind, right? Hand-eye coordination, neural connections. You're able to make decisions fast. Like, what do you want to do? You're like, I want to do everything. And they're like, oh, okay, wow, you answered so quick. And it's like, I wonder how you got to answer your question so quick. And they're like, because I was a juggler. So ask your parents today after this show, be like, you know what? I just want a pack of tennis balls. I want to be able to juggle. I want some other sort of thing that I can throw up and juggle. But give me some foam blocks or something that have a little weight to them that I can throw up in the air and juggle 3 of them, and watch videos on how to learn how to juggle. Some of your parents already know how to juggle. Some of them know it makes you smarter. I'm still learning. I'm not great. I mean, like, if I were to juggle things, like, look, I'm not a great juggler. Oh, I'm not good yet. But some people can just be like, whoop, 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 whoop. But, I still drop the stuff. So I need to learn. So that's how my neural connections are a little slow. Like, I'm like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. But if I juggled, I'd be so much faster. Okay. Good to know. Now it's time to move on to the questions. It's time to move on to the questions for you. All right, here we go. Now, Let's see how to do this. If you're just joining right now, look up in the original post. You'll see a link for Zoom. Go in, come into the waiting room. I see some people are already in there. They're in the waiting room waiting right now. I'm going to give some more of you a chance to get into the waiting room on Zoom. Then I'm going to pick somebody randomly. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. If you get all 3 questions correct, you will get a bonus question. If you get that bonus question right, I will send you a book of my choice, or I will give your parents tickets to the next comedy show when we're all able to hang out again and go outside and be in the streets and be out at night like, woo! When that happens, I will send them tickets, or I'll have tickets waiting for them at the door. So you can win something for yourself or for your parents. Maybe this will be a Mother's Day present. I don't know. Figure it out. It's not for me to decide your prize. But if you want to get in right now, I'll give you 30 more seconds to add me in Zoom. Go to the Zoom link at the top. You'll see it right there. And then I will go into the waiting room and see who's in there. And I will select somebody. And I have some questions for you today. Questions for you today. Some questions for you today. All right. I think that's about enough time. Let's see if we do a random here. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, you want me to wait? Okay, wait 1 more second. I'm giving you 1 more second. 5 more seconds. 4, 3. You better call your parents. Listen, call your parents over and be like, can you stop sweeping the floor? Stop vacuuming for a second. I want to get into the Zoom. Corey Stories. All right. Yep. There you go. Okay, here we go. More people just added in. All right, here we go. Somebody's going to get in. All right, I'm going to pretend I'm going to right here. This is random. I'm shaking the thing up and down. All right, let's see who gets in. Here we go. Who is joining me on Corey Stories today to answer your 3 questions? Let's see who this is. Hello.
Yo.
There you go. Who is this?
What up?
Hey, what up? I need some light over there. Go. Somebody's gonna get in. All right.
Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. Turn me down. There we go. Turn me down. Oh, there's multiple people in the room.
Hi.
That's a big kid. Who's that big guy right there?
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
10. Go to you.
Okay, you're 10. That's good.
I'm 4.
10. Oh, you're 4. Okay. All right. What's your name?
Skylar.
Skylar?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Skylar. Nice to meet you. What's your name, man?
Hi, Chloe.
Trey.
What's up, Trey?
What's up?
All right. How old are you?
10.
Oh, okay. So we got 4 and 10. I got some great questions for you. The only rules of these questions are you can't have any help from your parents. That's your dad right there?
Shh, listen.
Trey, is that your dad?
Yeah.
All right, your dad can't help you at all, okay? If he says anything, if your dad says anything, if he squeezes your leg, Skylar, the game is over.
Okay.
Everybody understands. And you can't look at your mom behind the computer either. No help. This is all about the kids. Are you ready?
This guy. Trey's going to help you.
Okay, Skylar, this is you and Trey. You guys are answering these questions together because I got questions for big people and small people. You ready?
All right, let's go.
All right, Trey. Don't be rushing me, Trey, first of all. Where are you from? Where are you from, Trey?
Munson, Massachusetts.
Okay, you didn't have to tell me exactly. You could have just said Massachusetts. That's cool. Which street do you live on, Trey? Don't say the street, Trey. Don't say it for real. All right, here we go.
Comedian, Trey.
Here's your questions. Skylar, this question is for you. Trey, you can't answer this one. You ready, Skylar?
Say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell your dad you know how to say yes all by yourself. You ready? Do potatoes grow above ground or below ground?
Below ground.
Oh, yes, Skylar! That is awesome! Oh, I love how she said below. She said be your ground. Yes, be your ground is right. There you go, be your ground. Okay. Trey, this question is for you. No help from anybody. This is a very important question. I need you to get this answer correctly. Are you ready? In the history of Corey Stories games, you realize only 2 people have ever gotten all 3 questions correct. Nobody has ever gotten all 4. We're on to number 2 for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, Trey. Trey, have you ever seen Girl Scout cookies before? Have you ever eaten them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what the Girl Scouts look like.
Yeah.
Okay, if a Girl Scout showed up at your door and your parents were home and they were really tired, they were sleeping, they had a long day, they've been working really hard, and they were sleeping that day. They were like, Trey, leave us alone and let us sleep. The Girl Scout shows up with, it looks like maybe her mom and a Girl Scout at the door. When they get to the door, they ring the bell, you open the door, you say, hey, they say, hey, with the Girl Scouts. And they're like, I talked to your mom and dad yesterday. They said they left some money on the table or in their wallet or something to pay for these cookies. Can you just take them now? Because I can give you a really cool discount, right? And they say, and you say, what would you say?
No.
You say no, because you say my mom and dad is asleep, right?
Yeah. And
Right. But what if she said, I'm going to give you a really good deal. It's only going to cost $2 to take these cookies now. Just go grab the money really quick and you can have these cookies. Your mom loves these cookies. I talked to her yesterday. Hey, your dad can't be laughing when I'm asking these questions. Dad, your dad can't be getting into this. Trey, would you go get the money real quick so your mom and dad can sleep?
No.
No? Okay. That's the right answer. I appreciate that, Trey. That's a good answer. Okay. Here we go. Question number 3. Spell the word computer.
Computer.
Okay. Yes. All right. Yep.
COMPUTER.
Okay. Computer. This is 3. Now we are on to the 4th question. If I hear anything from your dad, or if you look up at your mom at all, the game is over. Your eyes need to stay on me. Are you ready, Trey?
Yes.
4th and final question. Do you play any sports?
Yes.
Okay. What do you play?
Basketball, soccer, and football.
Okay. If your dad gets stuck at work, okay, because that happens sometimes. We're adults, we get stuck at work. If your dad gets stuck at work and he's supposed to bring you to basketball, okay, are you good?
No. Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't even know what to say. Are you good at basketball?
Yes.
Okay, so if your dad's supposed to bring you to practice, you know you're good. You're one of the best on the team, I would assume, because your dad was okay at basketball, okay? So you're probably one of the best in the team. So if you dad was supposed to meet you and you were like, you know what, I can't wait anymore. The team needs me. I'm just gonna walk because we got a game the next day. I need to practice. You decide to start walking to. How far away is your practice? Skylar, don't make faces like that at me either. Huh?
Like 30 minutes.
Oh, it's 30 minutes. So you can't walk there.
No.
Oh. So that's perfect. So if your dad sent someone to pick you up, to take you to practice, the guy showed up and he said, hey, I'm somebody else's father on the team. I'm here to take you to practice. Your dad sent me. He got stuck at work. He's really busy, right? Wouldn't you be excited that you're able to jump in the car and get to the game on time?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know them probably.
That's what I'm talking about, Trey. That's what I'm talking about, Trey. I tried to trick you 2 times, Trey. Do you realize, Trey, you were the first person to ever get all 4 questions correct? That's the first time. Usually kids get tricked because they think they're just going to get in the car with somebody, or they're going to open the door, they're going to go in their parents' wallet, they're going to do all these things. But you, with the help of your father, was able to answer all 4 questions correctly. I'm impressed. I don't even know. I don't know. So would you like me to send you a book, or would you like me to send your parents tickets to come out to another show? What would you like, Trey?
Tickets, please.
Tickets.
My guy.
Okay. So you're looking out for your parents. Are these for your mom or for your dad?
Mom for Mother's Day.
Mom for Mother's Day. So she can use them on anybody. It doesn't have to be with your dad, right?
It better be.
Trey, good job. I tried to trick you. Thank you to Dilla Hunts for joining me on Corey's Stories. That was awesome. I appreciate you. All right. Your tickets will be at Will Call with the next, when you're able to be out and we're able to all be out in the open. I'll be at Mohegan Sun soon, or I'm supposed to be there in late May. So if the world has opened back up, you guys will have tickets to the show.
Appreciate
all
you,
because
brother.
of Trey and Skylar. Good job, guys.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Corey.
you. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the show.
We will.
Wow.
Thanks, Corey.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Charles. All right, that was pretty cool right there. Trey is the first person to ever get all 4 questions correctly. I tried to trick him. 2 different scenarios. I tried to trick him. I said, well, you had to get to practice, and what if you had to get picked up? What if you had to get to a game? He didn't care about any of it. I think his dad was squeezing his leg next to him, like, you better say the right thing. That's what I think happened, because I really was working on tricking him, and he got away with all of it. So that's the first winner to ever get all 4 questions correct. So he will be getting tickets for his parents to come to a show. Just that easy. He got his Mother's Day gift is out of the way. How awesome is that? That's pretty cool. All right. So now we're on to our book. I got an awesome book for you today. This book is for all ages, and I really like it. I really did read it. You know, sometimes I say that and I haven't read the book. I read this book, and I really like it. Okay? This book is called Ada Twist, the Scientist, right? Since I was talking about brains and everything today, and I was talking about, you know, neural connections in your brains from juggling, this book is the book that I decided to pick, right? All right, here we go. Ada Twist, the Scientist. This is by Andrea Beatty, written by Andrea Beatty, illustrated by David Roberts. Here we go. Let's check this out here. Ooh, Ada Twist, the Scientist. Ada Marie said not a word till the day she turned 3. She bounced in her crib and looked all around, observing the world, but not making a sound. She learned how to climb and made her big break with a trail of chaos left in her wake. She ran through the day, chasing each sound in sight, and didn't slow down till she conked out at night. Her parents were frazzled, but tried not to freak as Ada grew bigger and still did not speak. Clearly, young Ada, with lots in her head, would have something to say when it ought to be said. That's just what happened when Ada turned 3. She tore through the house on a fact-finding spree and climbed up the clock just as high as she could. Her parents yelled, "Stop!" as good parents should. Ada's chin quivered, but she did not cry. She took a deep breath and simply asked, "Why? Why does it tick and why does it talk? Why don't we call it a granddaughter clock? Why are there pointy things stuck to a rose? Why are there hairs up inside of your nose?" She started with why and then what, how, and when. But by bedtime, she came back to why once again. She drifted to sleep as her dazed parents smiled at the curious thoughts of their curious child who wanted to know what the world was about. They kissed her and whispered, "You'll figure out." Her parents kept up with their high-flying kid, whose questions and chaos both grew as she did. Even Miss Greer found her hands quite full when young Ada's chaos wreaked havoc at school. But this much was clear about Miss Ada Twist. She had all the traits of a great scientist. Ada was busy that first day of spring, testing the sounds that make mockingbirds sing, when a horrible stench whacked her right in the nose, a pungent aroma that curled up her toes. "Zowie," said Ada, which got her thinking, what is the source of that terrible stinking? How does a nose know there's something to smell, and how does it stink if there's no nose to tell? She rattled off questions and tapped her chin. She'd start at the start where she ought to begin. A mystery, a riddle, a puzzle, a quest. This was the moment that Ada loved best. Ada did research to learn all she could of smelling and smells, both stinky and good. One hypothesis, Ada thought, could be true. The terrible stink came from Dad's cabbage stew. She tested and tested, but soon Ada knew it was time to come up with hypothesis 2. Then zowie! The stink struck again. Just like that, hypothesis 2. Just like that. Hypothesis 2, it's caused by a cat. The cat couldn't make such a stink on its own. It needed perfume and some fancy cologne. So young Ada tested. The test was a flop. So she started again, but her parents yelled, "Stop!" What she was going to do with the cat? Put the cat in the dryer? My goodness. Ada Marie, to the thinking chair now by the time we counted 3. "Enough," said her mother. "That's it," said her dad. Her parents were frustrated, frazzled, and mad. "Why?" asked Ada. Her mother said, "No." "What?" Ada queered. Her father said, "Go! You've ruined our supper. You've made the cat stink. Enough with your questions. Now, sit there and think." She looked at her parents. Her heart turned to goo. Poor Ada Twist didn't know what to do. She sat all alone by herself in the hall, and Ada once more could say nothing at all. And so Ada sat, and she sat, and she sat, and she thought about science and Stu and the cat, and how her experiments made such a big mess. Does it have to be so? Is that part of success? Are messes a problem? And while she was thinking, what was the source of that terrible stinking? Ada Marie did what scientists do. She asked a small question, then she asked two. And each of those led her to three questions more, and some of those questions resulted in four. As Ada got thinking, she really dug in. She scribed her questions and tapped on her chin. She started at why, and then what, how, and when. At the end of the hall, she reached why once again. Her parents calmed down and they came back to talk. They looked at the hallway and just had to gawk. No patch of bare paint could be seen on the wall. The thinking chair now was the great thinking hall. They watched their young daughter and sighed as they did. What would they do with this curious kid who wanted to know what the world was about? They smiled and whispered, "We'll figure out." Ada's pretty cool. And that's what they did, because that's what you do when your kid has a passion and heart that is true. They remade their world, and now they're all in the act of helping young Ada sort fiction from fact. She asked lots of questions. How could she resist? It's all in the heart of a young scientist. That's so cool. And as for that smell, well, what can Ada Twist do but learn all she can with her friends in grade 2? Will they discover that stink that curls your toes? Well, that is the question, and someday, who knows? The end. That was pretty cool. That book is about being curious. It's about staying curious, even when your parents are telling you, like, cut it out. You still can stay curious so you can learn stuff. I think it's awesome. Never, never, ever lose that. You keep that, and you can be also an awesome scientist like Ada, or be anything else that you want to be. That is awesome. So never, never lose that. Now, you guys know what time it is, right? You know what time it is? Maybe you don't know what time it is. Maybe you don't know what time it is. It's time for you to stand up right now is what time it is. Everybody stand up right now. You know what time it is. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You know what time it is. It's time for jokes, jokes, jokes. 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 Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow, boom, boom. It's time for jokes, jokes, jokes. 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 Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow. All right, let's go. Let's see what jokes I have for you guys today. So, today, how about we start with this one? I'm thinking if I should give you guys 2 jokes or 3, maybe one. What do you want? How many you want? Okay. All right, here you go. Maybe I'll give you 3. Let's start with here's the first one. Why isn't anyone afraid of trees? Why isn't anyone afraid of trees? Because they're all bark and no bite. Oh, it's time for jokes, jokes, jokes. 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 Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow, boom, boom. Okay. Let's do another one. Calm down. Here we go. Let's see if I want to do this one. What is socks, pants, shoes, and mittens' favorite fruit to eat? Socks, pants, shoes, and mittens. What's their favorite fruit to eat? A pear. Oh, it's time for jokes, jokes, jokes. 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 Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow, boom, boom, boom. Ow. All right. Let me see if I have one more. That might be it for you today. I don't know. I've been spoiling you lately. I've been giving you all these extra jokes. Let me see. Nah, you know what? I think I'm going to stop right there. No, that's it. I'm not giving you any more today. That's enough. That is enough. You're welcome. You come back tomorrow. There'll be a bunch more jokes. I'm going to bring another guest onto the show to bring a bunch more jokes in at the end. I'm going to tell them to do one joke for you. Just one. Okay, maybe 2, maybe 3. All right, I'll give you some more jokes. I appreciate you guys joining in. I love that you guys all come in here. We come in here, we hang out, we have a good time. But you know what? You know what happens now. Continue to like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. It's on YouTube. Share it with your friends on YouTube and everything there. But listen, Your parents want to go and have some alone time now. They want to go watch TV. They want to clean the house. They want to do whatever they want to do. They want to lay down. They just want to close their eyes and not hear anything for a minute. They don't want to hear any noise. They don't want to hear you rustling around. When I was a little kid, they used to say stuff to me like, because I was always like moving around and I would just be around in the area. And I used to be at the barbershop. Like I told you, remember I told you guys before, like my family owns these barbershops and everything. I would be in the barbershop and people, like the other barbers, like they would see me. And I was just a little kid sweeping the floor and they would see me and they'd be like, you getting on my nerves. They'd be like, get out of my sight. That's the stuff they used to say to me. Get out of my sight. Like I couldn't even be in their peripheral vision, like on the sides of them. They'd be like, get out of my sight. And I'd be like, oh, so sometimes your parents just want you out of their sight. They want to see you moving and eating stuff and open the refrigerator every 2 seconds. Why are you in the refrigerator for so long? What are you looking for? How come you never know? When we ask you what you're looking for in the refrigerator, you go, I don't know. What are you looking for? I don't know. Why do you have it open? I don't know. All right. Close the refrigerator. What are you just staring in there for? Think about what you want in the refrigerator before you open it. That is the trick. That's the trick. That's what, listen, older people do it too. Sometimes we open it and stare in there too, but that's different. We're paying for it. It's different. You're not paying for it. So you need to think about what you want in the refrigerator before you open it. Don't just open it and so much cold stuff in here. Juice and milk and eggs and yogurt and lettuce and celery. Hot sauce in the side. Why is the hot sauce don't have to be in the refrigerator? I have the jelly. Just think about it first. Okay, anyways. Right now, your parents want to hang out and they're waiting for me to let you know it's time to go to bed. So if I'm the one that putting you to bed, I need you to know I'm putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na, time for you to sleep, 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 sleep. Bed tonight. Na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na, putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na, time for you to sleep, 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 sleep. Bed tonight. Na na na. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Bed tonight. Na 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 na. See you tomorrow, 7:30. Bed tonight. Na 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 na. Time for you to sleep, 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 sleep. Bed tonight. Na 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 na. Putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na. Putting you to bed tonight. Na 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 na. Time for you to sleep, 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 sleep.